Do you want to know how to build engaging email campaigns in Klaviyo for your e-commerce store? The basic principles for a highly effective email campaign plan and all the major best practices, how to keep those and what are the most important ones at all. If you stick to the end of this video, we will discover it together today.
Alright, so here is Klaviyo and here are the email campaigns and let's jump into it. However, before we start out with the creation process, just as usual, what is even more important, to have an actual plan, to have an actual strategy. I can see so many companies, the worst if they don't send out any email campaigns. Even if they do, it's very random. So, when the founder or when the marketing guy has some time, he sends out an email campaign. Sometimes it makes $5,000 and then they complain that I don't have enough time for this. Email is a very high ROI activity and I think you should find the time for this, or at least the staff for this. So that's why we want to really have a plan and we want to make it as a part of your agenda when it comes to your daily tasks. That's one reason, just for pure organization, being just organized in general. But also, if you want to have a more sophisticated marketing strategy, you want to create this plan, because then your campaigns will be tied together and you can launch, for example, Black Friday, but you can send out 5-10 emails which are really related to each other. And finally, the really last piece, so if you have multiple marketing channels, you want to really combine your Facebook activity with your Instagram, with influencer campaigns, with emails, with SMS, and so on and so on. And if everything is in one place, that's the best. But the email calendar will definitely help you. So what are the main concerns when it comes to campaigns? Many people, they say sending too many email campaigns can be annoying, but actually they forget that we always segment those email campaigns. So if you send out 10 emails per week, it doesn't mean that one person will receive 10 emails per week. And only those people should get 10 emails who will open at least 2, 3, even 4 of them, right? So those who are engaged. Those who are not engaged, you want to send fewer emails to them. And the other interesting question is, people say it's too promotional, I send too many promotions. If you think or you believe that your product is the cure for cancer, would you be shy to promote it? I'm pretty sure you wouldn't, and if you really believe in your product, you are okay to promote it. But number 2, remember that we segment the list, but also, as you will see, not every email campaign is promotional. So 50% of your emails should be promotional maximum. The other 50% can be more like trust-based emails and content-based emails and all of that, as you will see later. We want to maximize the email revenue and minimize the churn in the long run. Monitor your KPIs. These are the most important ones. Your engagement metrics, basically open rate, click rate, the spam rate, spam complaints, and the unsubscribe rate. But when it comes to creating your calendar, you should create an Excel or Google spreadsheet, whatever you use for it. You should use a simple spreadsheet. You shouldn't overcomplicate it, because we work with close to 200 e-commerce companies up to date, and we are still fine with this simple template. So here you put the campaign name, which is the date, the category, the type of the email campaign, and then the name, the title of the campaign. And then notes, we usually add here what product we promote, or what content we send out, what's the call to action. Sometimes we add what's the angle, how we try to sell the product. And then segmentation is here, and then A/B test if we do any. In most cases we do. And then format HTML or text. For this brand, it's only HTML. Nomenclature is something important here. It will make your life much easier if you refer to the same campaign with the same name across all tools you use. In general, we make this campaign plan 3-4 weeks in advance. Nowadays, with some clients, even 1 quarter in advance. So basically, we use 3 different types of emails. The first one is trust and content. which is the primary purpose of this is building trust, increasing those engagement metrics I told you before: open rate, click rate, low unsubscribe rate, low spam rate. Usually these emails, they go out to a broader audience, to a broader segment, because we want to warm people up by building trust, giving them more context about the brand. We don't want to sell yet. And once people open these and click these, we can target them with the product promos, where we try to sell one particular product, maybe a bestseller, a product collection. We try to upsell something. Usually we don't use discount codes. And then we have large sales events, which usually happen once a month, with some brands only once a quarter. These are typically Black Friday, Valentine's Day, Independence Day, Christmas. And if there is nothing, we can even make up one event, and we can send out emails. Basically, people just need an excuse to buy from you, and in many cases we give away a discount on these events. And regarding segmentation, this goes out to the largest segment. This is a smaller one who already opens these emails. And then sales events, this is a mix, because this is like 5-10 emails tied together just in a few days. Certain emails go out to the whole list, while the reminders to a smaller segment. Now I don't want to talk about how to get content ideas. You can use tools like Google Alerts or BuzzSumo, and you can check your industry, and you can curate news, you can run a blog, you can run a YouTube channel, and you can drive your traffic there. Now rather talk about this strategy. This is the topic I mentioned earlier: content sales ratio. Ideally keep it 50-50. And once you can see the initial results to what type of content people react better. When I'm saying this, don't just focus on revenue, but also focus on the engagement metrics. See, what people react to better. For some brands, people are totally fine with sales emails. If I get emails from Tesco, I don't want to get much content from them. But there are brands where there is a very strong community, or the product is more high ticket, more educational, then usually content works better. And people, they buy from content emails sometimes even more than from an actual sales email, which is very interesting. Sales event frequency, as I said, once a month is a good guidance. And then you can run A/B tests. When it comes to segmentation, we usually use engagement-based segmentation. I talked about this in another video. We set up engage 30, 60, 90, 360 type of segments, and we filtered for those people who opened or clicked an email in the last 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, and so on and so on. Incentives, you can use a discount. However, that's the least creative way. You can come up with free shipping, maybe a gift card, maybe member exclusive rewards, product bundling, free sample products, and so on. So there are many ideas that you can use how to incentivize people. When it comes to the number of emails, of course you cannot segment your list forever, right? So still you have to decide on the right cadence. I would say if you are below 5,000 subscribers in e-commerce, then you should send out not more than 2 campaigns, maybe 3 campaigns per week. If you are below 50,000 subscribers, I would recommend at least 4 or 5 emails per week. And if you are above 50,000 subscribers, you can send out more, because you can use segmentation much more heavily. So I know brands having 1 million subscribers, they send out 20-30 email campaigns per week, and they can do it because they have a lot of products and a lot of segments that they can monetize. And now let's jump into Klaviyo. Let's say I want to set up a campaign like this one. This will be a trust campaign. Create a campaign and email. This will be email. I will use this name as I said earlier, so my team won't be confused. I can use tags. I will tag it as Budai Media, and I can pick the segment. If you want, you can use multiple lists or segments, by the way. I will add these 3, and you can also exclude any if you want. Now it will be 2 recipients only. You can skip recently emailed profiles in the last 16 hours. This is smart sending. So this one is very interesting. For campaigns, we usually turn this on. So people who received an email recently, they won't receive this. The only emails where we turn this off, those emails which are sales event emails, and because then we send out multiple email campaigns which are related to each other. For example, Black Friday. In that case, we want people to receive the whole series, because we don't want that we send out an email, we tell that, hey, you get 20% off, it's active all in the next 2 days, and then the following day they get a reminder that, hurry up, you have only 24 hours left, and they don't receive the email because this is turned on. We just turn this off for sales campaigns, and we turn it on for anything else. Tracking, you can add the UTM tracking for Google Analytics. Now I won't do that. Continue to content, and here the copywriters and the designers can shine. Let's just say I want to promote my own Instagram profile. Subject line will be "wanna play, here's your chance to win $100 USD. Sender name, sender email address is this. And then here you can pick if you want to use the drag and drop that I will use now. You want to use text only. Actually, they are highly effective emails because they look like an email from a friend. And HTML, custom code your emails for complete control. I'm not a control freak, fortunately, so I won't do it. And if you use the drag and drop, you can use templates. We always use them with our clients. When we onboard a new client, we build a template, a custom template for them, and we upload it here, and later on we just have to pick that and change the copy and the context. So what I will do now, but let's say I want this St. Patrick's Day special occasion. Yeah, actually why I don't like the templates, because you have to delete a lot of stuff. I would change this image because that's not me, but it's food, right? Yeah, but basically here's the builder of Klaviyo. And as you can see, you can add different columns. I think it's very similar to MailChimp's builder, so if you already know MailChimp, you won't struggle with it, you will understand. So book a table. Instead of this, I will add really simple drag and drop system. So you can add the text here, you can write here whatever you want, you can add an image, you can add a split here, which is basically 2 columns. I usually don't use it. I don't like emails with multiple columns. It makes things harder. You can add a product. You can add dynamic products here and static products. Static products, those are products which you can pick. So I can pick this Brontosaur and add this product. The difference is, so dynamic products, these will be pulled in by Klaviyo automatically. And if you want, you can show the same products to everyone. You can create a product feed. You can put it here and the people will see the same products. Or you can personalize the experience. People, they can see different product recommendations based on their previous history. If we go here, we can actually tell Klaviyo that this block should be showed only on desktop or mobile or on both. 80% of emails, they are opened on mobile, and that's why I would recommend you should start building the mobile campaign first and not the desktop one. Then you can go to desktop and check if that works too. And once you create a default branded template for yourself, it will become much easier. You can preview it here. As you can see, Klaviyo adds the products. You can even send out a test email. Now I will push done and save and exit. You can create an A/B test if you want. And here's a quick checklist by Klaviyo. You can check them all. Let's schedule it. You can send it now if you want, or you can schedule it for later. You can pick the time. You can pick gradual send over several hours, which is very useful, especially if your campaign is not time sensitive and you have a lot of recipients. So send to 20% of recipients each hour standing at 9 a.m. US Eastern time. So in that case, 20% each hour, so it will go out between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. If you want, you can send this out just in one time. You can pick the time zone. I'm in Budapest now, but I can pick US Eastern. Determine recipients and send time. If you schedule campaigns in advance multiple weeks or months, and your segment will change a lot, the number of people and who are in the segment. It's something to consider. We usually leave it unchecked, 9:30 a.m. US Eastern, and schedule it. And voila, campaign is done. It's scheduled. You can see it here. Last 30 days, last modified in the last 30 days. Here's the campaign. And anytime you can pause and edit it. So I will just pause and edit. We can clone it, we can reschedule, we can delete. I would recommend archiving this.
Hey Budai Nation, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure that you go down and you subscribe to this channel. We want to help e-commerce stores grow with retention marketing, because unfortunately we can see too many of them. They just focus on ads and acquisition and they ignore their best, most loyal customers. I will put a link into the description, which is a free 50-point checklist that you can use to health check your own e-commerce email marketing. This is what we use with our clients as well. And finally, before I leave, let me give you a video to watch, because now you learn the campaigns, but if you don't have a welcome flow, it's usually the highest performing flow in e-commerce email marketing, then make sure that you check out that video as well.